The Venezuelan researcher attack. In the late 1990s, a female research assistant was tracking a radial-tagged green anaconda in the Venezuelan llanos. The anaconda was a large female anaconda measuring about 5.04 meters in length and weighing up to 54 kilograms, had been suffering from a serious mouth infection and had apparently gone without food for an extended period. Suddenly, without any prior warning, the anaconda emerged through aquatic vegetation and grabbed the woman by the knee. The researcher managed to prevent the snake from getting a firm hold, but the anaconda immediately struck again, this time toward her waist, but the researcher managed to retreat before it could seize her. She escaped with injuries rather than being dragged into the water. Researchers later found evidence that the snake had fed soon afterward. The incident was considered a predatory attempt rather than simple defensive behavior, making it one of the clearest documented anaconda attacks involving a human as potential prey. Matheus Pereira de Araujo. In 2007, 8-year-old Matheus was swimming with his grandfather in a river near his home in Brazil when a large green anaconda suddenly attacked him. The snake, estimated at around 5 meters long and weighing about 35 kilograms, suddenly emerged from water and seized the boy and began wrapping its powerful body around him. Matheus screamed for help as the coils tightened, and his 66-year-old grandfather immediately rushed into the water. For nearly half an hour, the elderly man struggled with the snake, trying to pry its coils away from his grandson. The situation became increasingly dangerous as the anaconda continued holding the boy. Eventually, the grandfather managed to free Matheus from the snake's grip. Remarkably, the child survived the attack. Reports said he suffered injuries from the snake's teeth and constriction, but was not killed. The case became one of the most widely reported anaconda attacks involving a child, particularly because the boy's grandfather personally fought the enormous snake to save his grandson's life. Neide's Riverbank attack. In the late 1980s or 1990s, a woman named Neide was washing dishes on the open pier of her kitchen in the Brazilian Amazon rainforest when something suddenly struck at her leg. It was an anaconda. The anaconda grabbed her with enough force to cause bruising and bleeding, but Neide managed to jump backward into the house before the attack could continue. Her husband initially did not know exactly what had attacked her. To identify the animal, her husband later placed bait on a hook in the area. Within several days, an anaconda was captured. According to the account recorded by researchers studying local communities, the snake was more than 5 meters long and extremely thick. Unlike many dramatic stories about anacondas, this encounter did not end with a person being dragged underwater or killed. Neide survived, but the attack showed how dangerous close contact with these snakes can become around flooded homes and riverbanks, where people and anacondas frequently share the same narrow spaces. Sara's Pier attack. Around 2019, during the flood season in her home near Brazilian Amazon forest, a woman named Sara was reportedly washing clothes on a pier beside her home when an anaconda suddenly lunged toward her. The snake missed its initial strike, but the movement was enough to send Sara screaming for help. Her husband rushed to the scene and killed the anaconda with a harpoon. The snake was reportedly more than 4 meters long. Researchers documenting local accounts noted that this story came from community testimony rather than a formally investigated scientific observation, so the exact circumstances cannot be independently confirmed. Even so, the incident reflects a recurring pattern in Amazonian communities. Many of the reported encounters happen directly beside water, especially during floods when anacondas move through areas occupied by people. Sara escaped without being bitten or constricted. Her case is important because it shows that frightening encounters do not necessarily involve the snake deliberately hunting a person. In many situations, humans and anacondas simply end up sharing the same flooded environment. The Araguaia fisherman attack. On July 5, 2022, a fisherman guiding tourists on Brazil's Araguaia River approached an anaconda because he wanted to film it. The snake was resting in the water when the man moved close enough to disturb it. Without warning, the anaconda lunged toward him with its mouth open, coming close to biting him. The attack was captured on video, making this one of the more visible modern examples of an anaconda striking at a person. The fisherman quickly moved away, and the encounter ended without serious injury. Witnesses nearby reportedly reacted with nervous laughter after the danger had passed. The incident also demonstrates why anacondas can be dangerous even when they are not actively hunting humans. A large green anaconda has no venom, but its teeth, jaws, muscular body, and ability to strike rapidly can still cause serious injuries. In this case, the man deliberately approached the snake, and the attack appears to have been triggered by the close encounter rather than an attempt to consume him.